history of English. Whatever we are learning, we should know the history behind it. Everybody loves English because English is considered as the united language or the language of the world. Some of them are considering English as the window of the world. So what is special for a window, do you know? The window, through the window we can communicate with the world. So English can be considered as a window of the world where we can communicate through. So before learning English, we should know from where English has originated. So you can see some years are written over the board. 1886. You know what is special of 1886? 1886 was something special for English language. We have already heard about the colonialization of Britain over the countries. Britain made almost all the countries, or we can consider it as 2/3 of the countries as colonies of them. So it was very difficult for the British people to communicate with the people of the colonies because they all were following different types of language in different dialects. So when they thought about it, they thought that it is easy to implement their language in the colonies to get better communication. So they started of thinking, implementing their language in the colonies. So when they thought, it was very difficult for them to find a neutral language to be implemented because though in British, the whole British were speaking in a language of English, it was not the same English all were speaking. So they had to find the perfect one or the neutral one which will be easy for everybody to access. Because we know that even in our colloquial areas, we have languages, but languages different from part to part. Then corner to corner, the dialects or the slang is different. So they made a study over English, which English will be suitable to be implemented. So when they made the study, Britain, the Great Britain, which just consists of Scotland, Ireland, England, it was very difficult for them to find a particular language to be taken. So a group was formed. The name of the group was called IPA. The group expansion of this name is International Phonetic Association. International Phonetic Association made a study over the English language and they found a particular region where they are speaking a particular kind of English which is possible to be accepted as the standardized form of English. That was the English of the London city and the suburbs of London city where the officials and the royal people were living. So they selected the language that is called RP or Received Pronunciation. Means pronunciation which is received from a particular community. So IPA, International Phonetic Association, thus onwards started to work. Even now, even today, if we need to implement a particular language in a part of education, we need to get the approval of IPA. They should approve it first, then only it will be added to the educational scenario. So IPA, International Phonetic Association, found RP. RP means the received pronunciation which is received from the London city and the suburbs of London city as the standardized form of English language to be taught in colleges, universities, schools and everywhere. That is why the whole world is following RP or the British English as the standardized form of English. Though we have American English, Scotland English, Australian English, different types of English, RP is the only one which is accepted by the universities. So we can't use anything else. Usually, being a teacher, I know that many of them are asking me, why are we particular or stipulating the spelling of COLOUR for color? It is easy to write COLOR color or KOLOR as color and we can call it as color Z. But it's not possible because according to RP, the spelling is COLOUR itself. So if a student is writing COLOUR, then only we'll be able to give mark. So if anyone asks you why it is very much important or why it is very much compulsory that we have to write the spelling, especially what is written there in the book. So you can give the answer, because according to the system of IPA or International Phonetic Association, RP is the language which is accepted. So we should use RP. Hope you understood the history of English. Let us learn about articles of English. There are 3 articles which we have to discuss in English: a, an, and the. A, and the. From this, it can be divided into 2. That's what best to learn the rules. A and an can be considered as the indefinite articles. The is the definite article in English. So, indefinite article and definite article. So, let us learn the rules of a and an first. Then we will come to the definite article. So, I am going to rub it out. Okay. A and an. A and an. It is something special in English, because the meaning of a and an is the same itself, means one. So the article a and an can be considered or can be used with the countable nouns only, because since the meaning is one, we can't say or we can't use it with uncountable nouns. Uncountable means, you know what is uncountable noun and countable noun. Countable noun means the nouns or the things which is possible to count by number. Means we can say 2 pencils or 2 chalk pieces or 2 boys, 3 boys. Likewise, means it's possible to count the number. That is called countable nouns. But uncountable nouns means we can't say that 2 sugar. We can say 2 cups of sugar. There are cups to be counted. But sugar cannot be water, sugar. These kind of words are considered as uncountable nouns, which is not possible to count by number. So, a and an can be used only with the countable nouns, meaning 1. Then why the use of a and an? It's always a confusing question for the beginners of English. Means they make often mistakes over the use of a and an. Let's see what is it. We know that in English there are 26 letters. These 26 is divided into 2, 21 and 5. What does the division mean? 21 consonant sounds and 5 vowel sounds. Which are the vowel sounds we have to know? A, E, I, O, U. And before that, let us see why the need of this kind of a division for these 26 sounds. So 26 letters. The consonant sounds, which is consisted of 21 in number. These are the sounds. While we are pronouncing, according to the pronunciation only it is divided. While we are pronouncing the consonant sounds, when you are touching your throat with your finger, you can hear or you can feel that a kind of friction, a partial friction or a complete friction is happening while we are articulating the consonant sounds. But at the same time, while we are articulating the vowel sounds, a complete opening is happening. The whole thing means while we are speaking an English word or any language, there are certain parts of speech, means there are certain parts in our body which helps us to produce the sound perfectly. So, while producing the sound vowel, there is no friction at all. The air which is used to produce the word is moving freely through the organs. Thus only the vowel sounds are getting produced. But while pronouncing consonant sounds, the 21 consonant sounds, we can find a partial or complete friction. Means it's getting stuck somewhere in between. Thus only the sounds are getting formed. So it is not happening in the case of vowels. That is why the division comes. And more than anything else, means if we are using our common sense or logic, we will understand that without vowel, a word cannot be formed. And without vowel, it is very difficult to form a perfect sound in English. Means only the consonant sounds are used, means it will never be formed as a perfect sound. So for the easiness of speaking or easiness of writing, we are using the vowel sounds. So mainly for the easiness of speaking English language. So these vowel sounds are A, E, I, O, U. So this is what very crucial while using this indefinite articles. So it's a confusion for many students while this A, E, I, O, U is appearing in a word, whether they want to use an or a. So let us learn it today. Which one should be used and how it can be identified even. See, though we are learning that along with the vowel sound we should use an along with the vowel sounds, it's a bit confusing because it's not along with the vowel letters. It should be used with the vowel sounds. I'll tell you. A, the sound is A. E, the sound is A. I, the sound is E. O, the sound is O itself. U, the sound is U. So, and should be used with the sounds where it appears, not with the letters. So, I'll show you one example. You can understand this after the example. So, I'm writing two words here. University, unicorn. You see, university and unicorn. You can see two words. It is starting with U. So which article can be used here? Here A is there and an is there. Which article can be used here? According to the letter, it is U which is included in the vowel sound. So people often make mistakes over this. So some of them may use and here. And university and unicorn. It's wrong because university, the unicorn, everything starts with a year, the sound year. So according to RP, what we learned about RP, year is, this is what? Year in RP, it's a consonant sound. So these words, though it is started with U, the letter U, the pronunciation or the sound is year, which is a consonant sound. So we can't use and here. Here the correct answer is A itself, a unicorn and a university. Then coming to another example, H-O-U-R. It is written as H-O-U-R. But the pronunciation is our. The pronunciation is our. So, pronunciation starts with the sound A. So, it should be used here and our. And it's a common mistake everywhere. Even we can find that in the new textbooks and all, or the newly published books even. Y-E-A-R. Ear. Pronunciation of this particular word is ear. Means in phonetics alphabet we can write it as ear. It is started with a vowel sound but consonant letter. So which can be used here? An ear, not a ear. Hope you understood how to use this. A and an. So let us write once again. A and an. These are the articles. Indefinite article. Indefinite article. Let me explain what is indefinite article. Suppose you heard some noise from a crowd. Some boys was playing there and you heard a voice. You couldn't identify which boy made a voice. But you have to tell that to somebody. And if anyone asks you who made the voice, you may say a boy. You know that it's only a boy, but which boy you don't know. So that is what an indefinite situation it is. So we used a boy. It is not the boy. So if you are definite, then we should use the definite article itself. But it's not possible to use. That is what indefinite article and definite article. So there are two types of indefinite articles, a and an. A should be used with consonant sounds and should be used with vowel sounds, not with vowels. Hope you understood. Thank you.